There are certain methods, and those different types of methods we usually devise to separate different kind of mixtures or different kinds of solutions. Those methods can be easy or maybe some types of a stepwise procedure. So let's see. The way we separate something depends upon how closely they are related or how intricately they are connected or mixed with each other. Like if you have a dye or a mixed color, then it would be very hard. Like you don't actually devise any simpler rule to separate all those colors. But yes, we have developed certain methods to separate different types of solutions or different types of mixtures. So first we are going to talk about filtration. First, second method what we will discuss is about centrifugation. Third method is about sublimation. Fourth is called chromatography. 5 is called sedimentation and decantation method. Okay. So methods might vary. There are so many types of methods, depends upon what type of solution we have and how to separate those components depends upon their components. Okay, how much they are dissolved, how connected they are, how their particles have mutual attraction for each other, because these are the some factors which decide how hard the procedure or the process is going to be hard to separate those components or their components, their respective components. Okay, so first let's talk about filtration. There are some more methods also which we will discuss one by one. Okay, but let's first talk about filtration. How we can use this method, filtration method? Filtration means to separate components which have different size. Different size means here size matters, because the particles which have large size will stop there on a particular hole and the small sized particles will pass out easily. Okay, like you must have seen that when your hand pump start vomiting dusty water, then you just put up a cloth on the mouth of that nose, and as you cleaned a mouth with a cloth, the water comes out a little bit fresh, a little bit pure, a little bit cleaned, and all the dust particles are stayed here. Just in the same way as we separate tea from its components, from its solid components, so the way we use to clean water from the same way. Okay, so filtration is by what? Filtration is the way of separation where we separate different components according to their different sizes. You must have seen a stone crusher. When you go to a stone crusher or any food processing unit, then you will see that, let's talk about first a stone crusher. You must have seen in a stone crusher, there is a long cylinder where there are holes of different sizes. So all those sizes are actually small. So first of all the stone comes by this way. So the stone pieces which are very small drops from these holes down here, and then all the stones pass through continuously, and the stones which comes down, whose component sizes are way bigger than this and smaller than this, drops from here. So in the same way, from here, from here, from here, you can separate different types of components, different components having different sizes at different places. Even if you go to food processing unit, then you will see there are lots of holes having different sizes of those holes. So when fruits pass through those holes, a small fruit will drop through the small hole and big fruit will drop through the big hole. So that is how we can separate fruits by their different sizes. These are the simple type of separation, or just a type of filtration where we are actually doing what? We are actually separating materials or components having different sizes at each places, at different places. Okay? So this is the first method of filtration, where we filtrate components depends upon their particular size. Okay? So the bigger the size, it will be much easier for us to separate those materials. Okay? And eventually we don't use hand picking method here, because sometimes particles are small. They can be filtered by a small filter or like this, but you can't just pick them up individually because particles are small. Okay? So this was the first method. The second method that we will discuss is about sublimation. What is sublimation? Sublimation is a type of separation where we separate any component which directly change, or in which any material have the ability to change itself from solid to gaseous state directly. Example, ammonium chloride, or a Kapoor or naphthalene balls that you have seen in your homes to kill microorganisms, okay, and to keep your clothes safe in your wardrobe especially. So in sublimation, what happens that if there is a combination of something where we have a mixture, and in that mixture any component which is a sublimative component mixed with the solution or mixed with the mixture, then how would we separate? Like in example, if this is the mixture of silver and ammonium chloride, okay, then how would we separate both? So at first what we'll do, we will hit this apparatus, hit this mixture, and we will just connect a tube from here, and finally we separate the component which will just come down from here to here. As you start hitting the component, ammonium chloride frequently changed from solid to gaseous state, and finally in the vapor form it will drop from here, and here you can put this apparatus in the icy bowl, where because of the less temperature all those vapor again convert back into the solid as usual it was here. Okay, so up to this method we seen we can separate any material which have a sublimative property, or which have the property to convert itself from solid to gaseous state directly. So we can separate that component by the process of heating. Okay, so sublimation is a normal process where you can actually use this in your home in the process of separation as a small experiment. Okay, up to this class we are done. In next class we will discuss about some other types of separation methods. Okay, just keep in mind how we think about any solution, how we have perception about different types of mixtures, how we can devise any method. Even you can devise many types of method of separation. Okay, so it depends actually upon what method would be more suitable, would be more efficient, would be more profitable, or more time saving, so that we devise certain types of methods to execute some types of separation.